The Palestinian Islamic Jihad group in Gaza says it will release Israeli civilian hostage Arbel Yehud before the next planned hostage prisoner swap with Israel. According to the Israel-Hamas ceasefire agreement, Arbel Yehud should have been released by Hamas on Saturday, but Hamas delayed the release over what they called technical reasons. Israel responded by blocking tens of thousands of Palestinians from returning to their old neighborhoods in northern Gaza. Gazans desperate to go north to what's left of their old homes have been left scrambling to get food and water. Let's bring in Joost Hiltermann. He is the director of the Middle East and North Africa program at the International Crisis Group and joins us from Brussels. Welcome. Let's start with the delayed release of the Israeli hostage, Arbel Yehud. She is due to be released ahead of next weekend. This seems to have been resolved fairly quickly, no?
Yes, and I think it is because, the hostage was not in Hamas's hands, and there must have been some kind of disagreement or miscommunication between Hamas and Palestinian Islamic Jihad that was holding her. And I think the matter has been resolved, or clearly it has been, because Palestinian Islamic Jihad has indicated that it will go forward, and Hamas has done so the same. So in any case, there must have been some problem that the two parties have resolved.
I want to pivot to talk about the comments that were made by U.S. President Donald Trump on Saturday when speaking to journalists about the situation in Gaza. He suggested that a large number of Palestinians, more than 1 million, might leave Gaza, and he would want to, quote, clean out the whole strip. Let's listen to what he had to say, and then I want to ask you about those comments.
I said to him, I'd love you to take on more, because I'm looking at the whole Gaza Strip right now, and it's a mess. It's a real mess.
You'd like Jordan to house people from Gaza?
To take people. I'd like Egypt to take people. I'm talking to General el-Sissi tomorrow, sometime, I believe. And I'd like Egypt to take people, and I'd like Jordan to take people. You're talking about probably 1.5 million people, and we just clean out that whole thing. It's it's over the centuries that's many, many conflicts at site, and I don't know. It's something has to happen, but it's literally a demolition site right now. Almost everything's demolished, and people are dying there. So I'd rather get involved with some of the Arab nations and build housing in a different location where they can maybe live in peace. Temporarily, or it could be either. It could be temporarily, could be long-term.
Joost, what do you make of Trump's comments? How is it going down with Israel's neighbors?
No, it's not going down well at all. President Trump is a real estate magnate, maybe a good one, maybe a bad one. Leave that to others to decide. But his prism is real estate. So he looks at Gaza as from the eyes of a real estate man. He sees a lot of destruction. He recognizes that. He even shows some sympathy to the people. But he clearly has been listening to the Israeli right wing, for whom the Palestinians should not be staying anywhere in historic Palestine, being it in Gaza or in the occupied West Bank. And of course, the Egyptians and the Jordanians, first of all, don't want to play that game. And second of all, would be existentially threatened by an influx of 2.3 million Gazans into their own societies, especially Jordan, because so much of the population already are original refugees from Palestine.
Trump is unpredictable in his approach to foreign policy. That's an understatement. How does this impact the success of the overall ceasefire?
I don't think it will affect the ceasefire at the moment, because this is a deal that Israel struck with Hamas, and both sides seem to be committed to it for the moment. I don't know how long that will last. But there is nothing in the ceasefire that talks about the longer term. It doesn't talk about what kind of governance there should be in Gaza after everything is sort of returned to normal, quote unquote normal. So what President Trump is talking about is something further down the line. And Frankly, it's just talk for now. It's dangerous talk, of course. It inflames the Arab world, but I don't think he understands that.
Joost Hiltermann from the International Crisis Group, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.